And we got a lot to cover today. We got Aaron Rodgers calling out his team. Those glasses look nice. Oh, thank you, Precious. All right. We got Nick Saban. He got a quarterback competition. No, the hell he don't. No, the hell you don't. Ain't got no quarterback competition. If I'm in New York, Long Island, New York, and I know who your quarterback is, damn it, Saban knows who his quarterback is. Who he kidding? We got AFC North. We have Gary Callis coming on. We have Dame Dash needs to stop. Yankees player out for the season. Who out for the season? Are you talking about Ellsbury? Ellsbury been out for the season last season. Ellsbury's a bum. Get rid of him. Bobby Berry Bookham, what's good? We also have Dame Dash playing himself. And then we also have white pioneers in hip-hop. We're going to cover all that today. White pioneers in hip-hop, black people. If you think for 1 second that hip-hop started and ends with black folks, you are so wrong. So wrong. And we are going to touch on all of that. We're going to touch on all of that today. So please, make sure you like and share the page. We do good business owners. We have rappers, actors, celebrities. Don't forget, do not forget, we have the starting D tackle. That's right, I said it. The starting D tackle for the San Francisco 49ers. 7th round pick, from a 7th round pick to a starter. What? Julian Taylor. He will be on a special Friday edition show at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Julian Taylor, special Friday, right after he goes and tussles with the Dallas Cowboys. Right after. The day after. NCAA will allow elite college basketball prospects to... Whoa, listen to this. NCAA will allow elite college basketball players to hire an agent. Now, what are they deeming as elite? Elite high school players, basketball recruits, and college players, underclassmen who enter the NBA draft and go undrafted can return to school pending approval from the NBA and the NBA Players Association. 2 independent groups will form. That's big. That's big, people. So if you decide you want to go to the league and you get cut, you could go back to school. That's amazing. You can hire an agent. Now, what are they deeming as elite players? That's the question. But wow, congratulations for the NCAA. Nice job, NCAA. It's about time they do something right. Showtimes. That started that because of the NBA in Australia. I'm not familiar with that, Bookham. Showtimes, Monday, 6 p.m. Wednesday, 6 p.m. And please do not forget, special Friday show. Friday, 5 p.m. Julian Taylor starting. That's right, he's starting, baby, from the from the outhouse to the penthouse. Starting D tackle for the San Francisco 49ers. He'll be here Friday. Also, please don't forget, we have the Bolden Mac basketball tournament. The Bolden Mac basketball tournament in Amityville, in Bolden Mac Park, on Great Neck Road. On Great Neck Road in Amityville. Go check that out. That's Saturday and Sunday. Great basketball out there. The energy's crazy out there. The energy is crazy in the Ville right now. And also, don't forget, we have this weekend, the voice of Long Island will be in the building. And people, understand this. It's rain or shine. Rain or shine. You are in Riverhead. Riverhead, rain or shine. They have an indoor facility. They have a gym. If they're not in the gym, they're outside. It's supposed to rain. Rain or shine. The Stop the Violence basketball tournament in Riverhead. Stop the Violence basketball tournament in Riverhead with special guest Teresa Witherspoon, who is formerly of the New York Liberty. She will be in the building. She will be in the building. Congratulations to the NCAA for finally doing something right. Jeez. Finally. Don't forget my brother's show, who Christopher Epps presents. That's on W-Tradio. That's on W-Tradio on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Saturdays, 11 a.m. Chris Epps presents. Also, please, don't forget www.busamove.com. That's a party bus for kids. They have a video game bus, a movie bus, a glamour bus, and a activity bus. So if you need a party bus for your child, you need to get on this ASAP. You need to get on it ASAP. They are booked. Book. Get on it ASAP. Party bus for kids. www.busamove.com. Only in New York. Only in New York. Also, please, Genesis Fuel Oil has affordable heating oil for your home or commercial property. Genesis Fuel is a family-owned and operated for the past 16 years. Call 631-249-1438 or locate them at www.genesisfueloil.com. Genesis Fuel is a full-service company. They can maintain your heating and cooling equipment. Now, let me tell you something right now. If you made the decision to sit in your house with a broken air conditioning unit, boy, you messed up. Boy, you made a mistake. Listen. You need to eat leftovers for the week, or don't eat before you sit in that hot ass house. Miss a car payment, something. You need to get that AC fixed. It is disgusting outside. Oh my goodness. It's it's vile outside. Literally cooking. And please, listen, I never had automatic start on my car. All of a sudden, I got automatic start on my car. I'm ready to punch myself in the jaw. Let me go and start my car, and I forgot to leave that AC button on. Woo, child. Oh, I'd be hot. I'd be stressed. I'd be stressed. Please, people, if you, Taiwan Anthony, what's up, baby? Timothy Marshall, what's going on? If you need your AC repaired, you need to call GenesisFuelOil.com. www.genesisfueloil.com or call 631-249-1438. Listen, if you need oil, because some people still run their hot water off their oil tank, you get $5 off your delivery costs. $5 off your delivery costs if you mention Not Just Sports by No Laps. April Smith, what's up, baby? April Smith is the sweetest person. Bus brother. Mike Kelly, bus brother. I'll bus you. What? I'll bus you. What? I'll bus you. Get on my bus now, my bus. This was our song in high school. I'll bus you. What? I'll bus you. What? I'll bus you. Get on my bus now. When you're on my bus, You know what's up. Let your butt be free. Sit in them big green seats. Sit a little lower. Sit a little lower. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Because if I hit the brakes, you will fall on your face. Ah, Mike, I still remember it, Mike. Bus music all night long. Bus music all night long. See, I still remember it. That's 30 years ago. To all parents whose children aspire to play basketball, here's affordable training for your child. Check out Shabu Mosley's training and conditioning program at 2 Vanderwater Street in Farmingdale, New York. It's a perfect facility for training. 2 Vanderwater Street in Farmingdale, New York. Perfect facility for training because your child is now 1,000 feet from their trainer and cannot be ignored. This is hands-on training. Shabu Mosley's program is a basketball training and conditioning program that is aimed to improve your child's skill and conditioning. Conditioning is so important in sports. So important. You wouldn't know it by looking at me, but it's important. So your child can excel at the next level. When they excel, you will see the swagger and confidence which will help your child excel in team and individual goals. Shabu Mosley will have your child ready for his or her next level of basketball. Here is Shabu Mosley's resume. 3 years All-League, 2 years All-County, 2 years All-Long Island, second team All-State, 2-time McDonald's All-American nominee and a junior college All-American. So get your kids ready for his or her 2019 basketball season with Shabu Mosley's training and conditioning program. Check out www.shabu, basketball.com or call 516-849-3282. Tell them Noel sent you. Also, we have Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated. It's a direct lending mortgage bank specializing in home financing for 1 to 4 family residential properties, condos, and co-ops. The Westbury, New York branch knows that life can be hectic. They also know that your finances does not have to be. Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated is committed to the idea simple. Simple terms, simple conditions, and simple payments. ICG achieve simplicity through the ability to educate borrowers on the mortgage process. Intercontinental Capital Group is even willing to have classes teach groups the ins and outs of the mortgage and financing process. Intercontinental Capital Group's credo is the building blocks to a better mortgage. Building blocks to a better mortgage. This describes the stepping stones that ICG is willing to help you create towards a viable and sustainable future. ICG is on your team. ICG is friendly. And most of all, ICG is trustworthy. So let's stop renting and let's start owning. We know it's hard, so let's get help from Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated. You can contact the branch manager, Stacy Saunders, at Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated at 1400 Old Country Road, Suite 200A in Westbury, New York. Her office number is 516-723-6462. Her cell phone number is 516-984-4324. The fax number is 516-706-4938. And the email is ssaunders@icghome.com. Okay, people, let's talk. Let's talk. And I want to start right at the top. My man, Larry Pills, we call him Pillsbury. He put me on, well, I already knew about it, but he put me on to the podcast with Joe Budden. I'm not a big Joe Budden fan, let's be clear on that. Not a big Joe Budden fan. But he had Dame Dash on his show. And Dame Dash has a hard-on for Lyor Cohen, or Lyor Cohen. Because Lyor Cohen, he believes that Lyor Cohen told Jay-Z to leave The Rock, to leave Rockefeller Records. That's what he believes. And let's say he did. Let's say Lyor Cohen did tell Jay-Z to leave Rockefeller Records. Was Lyor Cohen wrong? Was he wrong? Now, Lyor Cohen is a 6'5", 6'6", Jewish white male. And Dame Dash wants to throw around the term misappropriation of our culture. He wants to throw this term around. See, what Dame Dash fails to understand is everything that Lyor Cohen has done is everything he's done as an executive. This is an executive beef. This ain't no hip-hop beef. This is not no hip-hop beef. See, that's the problem with your boy Dame Dash too. Dame Dash wants to be a rapper. Dame Dash, you're not a rapper. Uh-oh, Jalen Hurts cut off the dreads. It's about time because it was pulling his hairline back crazy. So he's trying to say Lyor Cohen, because he's a white Jewish male, is a culture vulture. We're going to stop that shit ASAP. We're going to stop that shit ASAP. Let me explain something to you about your boy Lyor Cohen. I used to see Lyor Cohen as a kid in front of Woolworths on Jamaica Avenue handing out flyers to Run DMC concerts, LL Cool J concerts, Love Bug Star Ski, and Busy Bee concerts. Lyor Cohen, let me explain something to us about black folks. Let's get it straight. Hip hop is a black phenomenon. Do not get it twisted. But there are some white dudes who are right there in the beginning of this whole hip hop shit. Let me explain to you. Where is hip hop without Rick Rubin? Where is hip hop without Rick Rubin? Come on, black people, explain to me. Where is hip hop without Lyor Cohen? Lyor Cohen and Rick Rubin go like this. They're hand in hand. If you respect Rick Rubin, you got to respect Lyor Cohen. Did Lyor Cohen tell Jay-Z the wrong thing? Get the hell away from goddamn Dame Dash. She's a lunatic. Was he lying? Was he giving off good information? If he said it. We're not even sure that he said it. But because Dame Dash said he said it, we're going to run with Dame Dash. If you believe everything Dame Dash tells you, then you have a major issue. Dame Dash got his son, is getting paid from his son disrespecting him on national TV. Oh, we're going to stop this. How about Sal Albitello, whatever his name is, Sal Albitello. He was the owner of the Fever in the Bronx. Stanley Mann, what's up? He was the owner of the Fever in the Sal Albitello, something like that. He was the owner of the Fever in the Bronx. When nobody, not even black club owners, gave hip-hop artists a place to perform, this Italian man embraced all of hip-hop in the Fever, in the Bronx. When nobody, black Americans, Hispanic Americans, white Americans, wouldn't give Busy Bee a mic and a stage, Sal Albitello did it. And then we're not even going to talk about the Beastie Boys. What doors the Beastie Boys kick down. We're not even going to talk about them. We're not even going to talk about them. If you don't know the Beastie Boys, then you need to stop talking to me about hip-hop ever in life. Don't talk to me about hip-hop ever in life if you don't know about the Beastie Boys. So when Dame Dash is running over here talking about Lyor Cohen is a culture vulture, Lyor Cohen was in hip-hop before Dame Dash. How about that? How about that, Dame Dash? Lyor Cohen was in hip-hop, was a pioneer in hip-hop before you even thought about being an executive in hip-hop. You're an executive. That's why Jay-Z had to get away from you, because you don't realize that you are an executive. Third base, baby. Oh, yes, MC Search. Oh, you can't even talk hip-hop with MC Search. Let me tell you something. MC Search is for Far Rockaway, Redfern Projects. MC Search is the only white dude allowed in Redfern Projects. Did you hear me? The mailman better be black, Hispanic if he gonna walk the Redfern Projects. But here come Dame Dash with his nonsense, and y'all will listen to him because he's a black executive and he was cool with Jay-Z. That's why you'll listen to him. Search put Nas on. Search gave you Nas. MC Search gave you Nas. That's not totally true, but we'll run with it for now because it was actually Large Professor. But let's not, please, black people, please stop. You can miss me with all that culture vulture shit at Lyor Cohen. Not at Lyor Cohen. I can tell you some culture vultures. Riff Raff. Riff Raff is a culture vulture. I can tell you some culture vultures. That girl Danielle Begali, meet me outside. That girl's a culture vulture. Negative on that. Negative on what? Helped him at least. Negative on what, Christian? Vicky, who Snoop Dogg had to threaten, had to check her. Snoop Dogg had to check her. Vicky, she's a culture vulture. No, we'll listen because Lion said he didn't know him. And that was a lie. Okay, listen. Troy Cersei, you believed that Lyor Cohen didn't know Dame Dash? You couldn't see that he was being facetious? You believed that all the money they made together, hello, they was on Def Jam together. They was on Def Jam together. Dame is a culture vulture. I was going to get on it. I was going to get on that. Bobby, Bookham smart as shit, boy. Bookham smart as shit. Dame Dash is the culture vulture. Search putting Nas on is, I call BS. I just told you. Search is a part of putting Nas on. But what put Nas, who really discovered Nas was Large Professor. But Search was also plays a major role in that. I think he was the guy who introduced Nas to Large Professor. If I got the story straight. And another culture vulture is Vanilla Ice. Those are culture vultures. And Dame Dash is a culture vulture. But you know what? Who was behind Riff Raff, Danielle Begali, Vicky, and Vanilla Ice? You know who's behind all of them? Meet You Outside. The girl got a goddamn record called Meet You Outside. She was a crazy heifer on Dr. Phil's show, and some black male exposed these four people. Dame wishes he could rap. That's a fact. Dame is the culture vulture here, people. Dame was trying to sell black folks cookies. Dame was trying to sell black folks cookies. Dame is the culture vulture. Dame had y'all and got their big ass football jerseys in weather like this. Dame is the culture vulture, people. Dame is salty because Jay-Z left him. Snow, a Jafakin. He's salty because Jay-Z, the money left. The gold mine left. That's the problem with Dame Dash. And he thinks, or let's say he did say it. Let's say Lyor Cohen did say it. Hey, Jay-Z, yo, Jay, Sean, get away from that goddamn Dame Dash. That Dame Dash ain't shit. He's a rip-off artist. Get away from him. Let's say he did say that. Was Lyor Cohen lying? Was Lyor Cohen lying? If you ask me, he gave Jay-Z some good-ass information. Lyor Cohen is a weasel, no doubt, but he did a lot for the culture. You got to take the good and the bad. Diddy is a snake too. The business is just dirty. Yes, but that's the thing. They are businessmen. Listen, there's nobody who is the best rich person right now. LeBron James. Let's say LeBron James is the best great person, rich man, right? You don't get to the top without stepping on somebody's toes. You don't get to the top without stepping on somebody's toes. It's called business. Business is a dirty game, people. Okay, so I say, make another hove. Oh, okay. Can't put a price on loyalty, though. You at the end of the day, Christian, you gotta be loyal to you. You can't be loyal to nobody else unless you're loyal to yourself. At the end of the day, Dame sold Flip Side to Puff and Freeway and didn't know. Listen, Dame Dash is everything that he's saying to Lyor Cohen. He's everything he's calling Lyor Cohen is what Dame Dash is. And if you ask me, when they ask him, do they know Dame Dash? Does he know Dame Dash? And he says, I don't know that man. He handled that shit perfectly. Because he could have went on some bullshit like, yeah, Dame ain't shit, this, that. He could have did that. He chose to say, yo, I don't even know Dame Dash. You know what? I'm going to use that shit. I'm going to start using that one. I like that one. Please. Has Jay-Z excelled since he left Rockefeller? Has he gotten better since he left Rockefeller? Hell yeah. So guess what? That's a good business move. And guess what? If the shoe was on the other foot, Dame Dash would have did the same shit. The only loyalty in business is the bottom dollar and the power to control it. That's a fact. Her motherfucker saying that they made Hove. Okay, I say make another Hove. That's right. That's right. If y'all don't understand what D's saying, Donald Lee's saying, that's from a Jay-Z song. Dame Dash got a lot of goddamn nerve. Dame Dash is the pot calling the kettle black. And black people, if you go for that shit, shame, shame, shame on you. Shame on you. Because again, if the shoe was on the other foot, Dame Dash would have did the same shit. The problem is Dame Dash don't know his lane. Dame Dash, you're an executive. He want to make this a hip-hop beef. This ain't no hip-hop beef. This is executive boardroom beef. That's it. Dame Dash is definitely mentally compromised. Definitely. If you are a musician, a rapper, singer, whatever it may be, would you fuck with Dame Dash? Would you fuck with Dame Dash? Knowing how Dame Dash gets down right now, would you fuck with Dame Dash? Listen to the Dash family. Stacey Dash is a Trump supporter. I mean, the Dame Dash, that Dash family crazy. This was a great move by Jay-Z. And guess what, Jay-Z? Lyor Cohen is your friend. He's your friend. So I'm not going to sit here and let black folks say, oh, he's a culture vulture. There's some white people, in hip hop who are just as black or maybe blacker than you. Lyor Cohen is one of those people. Rick Rubin is one of those people. I think his name is Sal Albertello. Sal Albertello opened his doors for hip-hop artists to perform when nobody was giving them a space to perform. Nobody was giving them a space to perform. They was performing in parks, but you can't perform in a park in January. If Dame was a real dude, he would be Hov's biggest fan. Hov made him rich just on the strength. You think Hov need Dame? Hell no, Hov don't need no damn Dame. What do you know about Jay-Z? What do we know about Jay-Z? Just of what we observed from Jay-Z in the past 10 years. What do we know about Jay-Z? I'll tell you. Jay-Z is extremely private. He don't want everybody in his business. He don't want to be in front of the camera all the time. He don't get down like that. He's very calculated. Very calculated. Whereas Dame Dash is a stallion who's out of control. He's out of control. He's doing reality TV. He's stepping to homosexual men for $2 million and Lee Daniels. Homosexual men run Hollywood. You may not want to step to them in the middle of a show or something like that. You may not want to do that. Dame Dash is out of his goddamn mind. Jay-Z's very calculated. He moves. Every move is a calculated move. Hell, Jay-Z got rid of his boy Kanye West. He got rid of Kanye West. So Black America, and I always say the fastest growing racist group in America is Black Americans. So Black America, if you believe that hip hop started and it's only a black phenomenon and white people didn't help in the history of hip hop, then I got some land I can sell. I got some beachfront land I can sell you in North Dakota. So beachfront land I can sell you in North Dakota. If you don't think Rick Rubin, Lyor Cohen, Sal Albertello, and the Beastie Boys had a major role in hip hop. Dame is social media Flavor Flav. Should have stayed in food and beverage. Bet Jay-Z wish he could take that pick over him on the jet ski. True fallout between Dame and Jay. Dame owns Masters of Reasonable Doubt. Once they got rich, Jay said, let me buy my baby from you. Dame said, fuck no. Jay said, no, fuck you, we done. Okay. Okay, Dre, I get it. But does Jay-Z really need that? Bookum! Say it again, Bookum! That's my guy. Good music is colorless. Good music is colorless. White men in rap like black men in rock. Yes, in living color kicks ass in the rock world. Eminem is a monster hip-hop artist. And we do this as black folks. Black folks, we do this. Some of y'all are running around here hating Eminem because he's white. Oh, I'm going to tell you, black folks. Some of y'all are running around here hating Eminem because he's white. Because had, I don't know, Little Uzi, had Little Uzi said the same rhymes that Eminem says, y'all would be running around here talking about Lil Uzi's the greatest rapper ever. And let me tell you something. Real hip-hop, real black folks who are into hip-hop, real hip-hop heads know that Eminem is a goddamn monster. Eminem is a monster. Music is colorless. You remember Hall & Oates? You remember Hall & Oates? Half of y'all didn't even know they was white. Half of y'all didn't even know Hall & Oates was white. Good music is colorless. That's the statement of the day. Good music is colorless. Good music is colorless. Cypress Hill. A lot of y'all didn't even know Cypress Hill was Hispanics. Y'all didn't know that. Jump around, jump up, and get down. Y'all didn't know that was a white dude. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't never slack up, punk you better back up. Try to play the role and the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up. Y'all didn't know that was white. Dame is a Harlem dude, so what? Don't mean shit to me. Dame is wrong. Dame is wrong. Calling Lyor Cohen a culture vulture is dead wrong. Sorry. Lyor Cohen has doubled Dame Dash years in hip-hop. He's doubled him. Doubled it. So guess what? Lyor Cohen is not no culture vulture. You better go try Riff Raff. Riff Raff is a culture vulture. You better go try Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice is a culture vulture. You better go try that girl Vicky who tried to check Snoop and Snoop called the heifer. Snoop sent somebody to her crib. That bitch was somewhere in Indiana. Snoop sent somebody to the crib. Watch your mouth. And the Danielle Abiella girl, meet me outside. Those are culture vultures. But guess what? Black people created them. Black people created the culture vulture. They are the culture vultures. Those 4 white people I mentioned. There's more. There's black culture vultures. There's black culture vultures, people. There are black people selling garbage music. Selling garbage clothes, ruining the culture because they don't understand the culture. The people have taken money over the culture. Busta Rhymes said it best. If somebody tells me they a rapper, I can't even fuck with them. I can't even listen to them. If somebody tells me I'm an MC, I'm a hip-hop artist, now I'm listening. Because Busta said it best. Busta said, rap is business music. Hip-hop is cultural music. Busta said this. But y'all didn't go buy that album. That's the Time album, the Inner Mind's Eye. Rap is business music. Hip-hop is cultural music. So, as soon as Dame Dash tells me that Lyor Cohen's a culture vulture, oh, he can miss me with all that shit. I'm telling you that right now. He can miss me with his foolishness. Because Dame Dash, you're the culture vulture. I told you, I used to see Lyor Cohen on Jamaica Avenue in front of Woolworths. Google Woolworths. in front of Woolworths on Jamaica Avenue, handed out flyers to Run DMC concerts, Busy Bee concerts, Grandmaster Caz concerts. Sal Albertello, he gave black people a place to perform. Not black people, I shouldn't say that. He gave hip-hop artists a place to perform when nobody would. If you don't know who Rick Rubin is, you call yourself a hip-hop fan, then you go choke yourself. Go choke yourself if you don't know who Rick Rubin is. If you don't know who the Beastie Boys are, while you're choking yourself, take a rusty nail and stab it in your left eye. Let me tell you one more thing, black people, before I get off this topic. Everything is not whole. Everything's not whole. Everything's not. Hip hop is an all black genre of music. Rock and roll is an all white genre of music. That's what white people were saying. White people were saying rock and roll. We started rock and roll when we know Elvis Presley was getting his music out of black churches. We also know that slaves didn't escape to the north without help from some white folks. Just like we know Lyor Cohen, Rick Rubin, Beastie Boys, and Sal Albertello are pioneers in hip-hop. Pioneers! The people industry is about money. Without Lyor Cohen, Dame Dash couldn't carry himself the way he does in board meetings. That's a stone cold. Bookham, talk your shit. Bookham is on a roll today. Mace was good. Mace is a good person to be in here today. Coop was good. Lyor Cohen told DMX when he drops his first album, he wants people in the street cutting and shooting people in the streets. So did Ice Cube. So what are we saying? Sylvia Robinson also helped in hip hop. Okay. Dame is a dick, but Lyor only cares about the money. He don't give a fuck about the culture. Again, so does Dame Dash. That is their jobs. They're executives. That's their job. Why are we getting that all fucked up? Now we hold record executive accountable, so you better think. Exactly. Chris Stowers, Chico, what's up? Chico's in the music industry. Chico will tell you. Facts. Lyor is my dude. Lyor. And Mace will tell you. See, here's the problem with black folks too. With black folks. Chris Stowers, what's up? Oh, do I know who Sylvia Robinson is? Come on, Anthony, come on, stop playing with me. Anthony, stop playing with me. I'm a hip hop dude from way back. Way back. Here's the problem. When white folks are a little bit too honest with black people, black people get way uncomfortable. When a white dude tell you about yourself and is right and is wrong and he's right, black folks get way uncomfortable. Like Lyor Cohen said, if you come into his office and you got 2 styrofoam cups in his office, he telling you straight up, you a junkie and I know it. You a junkie and I know it. Why? What would you rather him do? Lie to you? See, black folks, you can't have it both ways. First of all, the white man lies to us. Then the white man tell you the truth. Now he's a culture vulture. You can't have it both ways. I can't believe Anthony asked me, do I know who the hell Sylvia Robinson is? Listen, I know some white dudes. I know some white dudes who will lay down for me. I know some white dudes who I will deal with before I deal with some black dudes. I know some white dudes that if I was to die tomorrow, they come over here with food and money for my baby. Dame Dash ain't doing that. Trust me, he ain't doing that. Let's transition. Let's transition. Let's move on. Dame Dash is the culture vulture here, not Lyor Cohen. Not Lyor Cohen. Not Lyor Cohen, not him. Talk that shit to Riff Raff. Talk that shit to Vanilla Ice. Don't talk that shit to Lyor Cohen. Problem is black people hate when some white people keep it more 100 than they ever could. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's move on, because we got to get to the AFC North today. My man Gary's coming on again, do AFC North talk. Alabama University. Alabama University has a quarterback situation. I am a quarterback guy. My first coaching job was coaching quarterbacks. I played quarterback. I trained as a quarterback, went to camps to be quarterback, went to camps to learn to teach quarterbacks. I coached with one of the best quarterback coaches I have ever seen, and Coach Gill, who is the quarterback coach over at CW Post. If you don't know who Coach Gill is and you want to teach your baby how to throw a ball, Google, go on YouTube, check out Coach Gill. He's amazing. He's right here at CW Post. This boy, Jalen, what's his name? Jalen Richards, whatever his name is, starting quarterback from Alabama the last 2 years. He has like a 28-2 record. Yeah, I get it. You're 28-2. You're 28-2 mainly because of your defense and mainly because of your running game. He can't throw it and hit the side of a goddamn barn. He is terrible. He is the black Tim Tebow. Jalen, what's his name? Jalen Richards? He is the black Tim Tebow. He is not a quarterback. He's a running back trying to play quarterback. Anthony Biondo, what's up, baby? Do not get it twisted. Your boy, Jalen Hurts, that's his name. Jalen Hurts, I'm sorry. Jalen Hurts is terrible. He was terrible from day one. I was saying the kid was bad from the second I saw him. This new kid, please somebody tell me this new kid's name. The new kid, he's a Samoan kid. Please somebody tell me his name before I Google it. This Samoan kid who, let me explain to you, his first game of the season, he comes off the bench he is not a real quarterback. No way he'll make it in a quarterback in the NFL. Schiffman, what's up? Tua. This kid Tua, who comes off the bench and he wins the game. He wins the game for Alabama. Because they wasn't going to win that game against, who did they play? South Carolina. He wasn't going to win that game against South Carolina. He not that bad. Ronald Wingfield. Your boy Jalen Hurts is black Tim Tebow. He's terrible. He's terrible. This kid, Tua, is phenomenal. Listen, I know it when I see it. Listen, this kid's footwork is impeccable. I need to know who was his high school coach. His high school coach deserves a college job somewhere. This kid threw a ball, no exaggeration, about 50 to 55 yards. The ball was 20 feet off the goddamn ground. The only way you could do that is through your feet. This guy's footwork is impeccable. How he reads his keys, his checkdowns, impeccable. He is a real quarterback. This kid, I'm going to tell you this. Nick Saban ain't no dummy either. Tim Tebow a winner. So was Jalen Hurts. But guess what? So was Tua. Because Tua came off the bench when they was losing and won that game. So don't get it twisted, Ronald Wingfield. Don't be throwing around with the word winner. When Tua came off the bench and he won too. Can't talk about Tebow. He got to win a record as a starter. Yes, we can talk about Tebow because we're not talking about winning. We're talking about throwing a football. And Tebow can't throw. Just like Jalen Hurts can't throw. Who? Tua's brother? Michigan almost got him, but let me tell you, if Michigan would have got him, it would have put him over the top. This kid is ridiculous. He threw a ball. They had a cover 2 shell. He dropped the ball in between the safety and the outside backer. So pretty. There was just certain throws that he made. I was like, oh, shit. And these throws are hard throws. These ain't easy throws this kid was making. This kid's footwork is impeccable. Look at his footwork. Oh, my God. Oh, look at his footwork. His footwork is ridiculous. This kid, Tua, is not only going to win in college, he's going to win in the NFL. Not only is he going to win in the NFL, he ain't even going to stay all 4 years at Alabama. That's how good he is. That's how good he is. That's how he's that good. He is the real deal. Now, this is why it's so weird to me, because Saban don't draft those. He don't recruit those type of quarterbacks. He don't recruit those type of quarterbacks. And guess what? Nick Saban is the... Listen, people. Nick Saban could go walk down Alabama Avenue butt naked with a bow tie on. And let's do this. Nick Saban could do exactly what Urban Meyer did and have no problems. He could have no problems. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. This boy Tua is special. Now, hold on. I got to close my door and turn on the light because somebody opened the door when they got the AC on. Hold on. The boy Tua is special. And some of y'all don't see because you don't have a quarterback eye. You don't have a football eye. I have that eye. And I'm telling you, the boy is special. Go look at, I think it was the first or second touchdown pass he threw. It was like a 55 to 60-yard throw. I swear to you, that ball was 20 feet off the ground. It wasn't thrown 50 yards in the air and he dropped it in. Oh, no. That bitch was 20. That was a frozen rope. That bitch was 20 yards off the ground and a cannon. Poop. And this break is brought by Long Island Cooling. So listen, people, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you, to Ridley, yes. I'm telling you what I know. The boy is legit. There's no quarterback competition. Jalen Hurts, you do this when you won the goddamn championship. Jalen Hurts, it had to hurt your heart for this man to come off the bench and win a championship. You knew you should have transferred. Matter of fact, I saw you in the interview. You had number 22 on, 24 on, or whatever. You know your ass is going to the running back spot. Take your ass and be a running back because that's who you are. Be who you are. You always football teams are football and basketball are the only sports where guys want to play out of position. One year, I had a 300-pound kid. He thought he was a goddamn quarterback. He told his mother he was a quarterback. You ain't no goddamn quarterback, boy. Smart as shit, knew everybody's rule, knew everybody's job, smart as shit, just refused to be a lineman. Gary, what's up? Hold on. Basketball, they do the same thing. You have big goofballs who can't walk and chew gum. Now they want to shoot threes. No. Get your ass on the block. Now, today's basketball is different. Today's basketball is different. You have guys who are 7 feet, who could play on the perimeter. Okay, I get it. But if you can't walk and chew gum, get your ass on the blocks. Rebound. Play defense. Everybody wants to be a quarterback or a point guard. Everybody. Everybody. And this kid would have been an awesome lineman. He was big. He was athletic. He wasn't 300 pounds and a fat mess. He wasn't that. He was 300 pounds and athletic. But for some reason, he wanted to play quarterback. What time we got, Gary? Gary's in the building, people. Gary is in the building. We'll get back to the other topics. Oh, I got 3 minutes, Gary. I got 3 minutes. One more thing I wanted to touch on. If somebody comes to me, if ESPN, this is how you know it's a slow sports month. Somebody went on ESPN and said LeBron is not a role model because he cursed. Are you shitting me? LeBron cursed, so he's not a role model? Let me explain to you, you self-righteous people. You self-righteous people who think that LeBron James is not a role model because he cursed. You self-righteous, I don't even want to call you what I want to call you. Pompous. If you think that we don't know that you curse, that your pastor curses, that your teacher curses, that your mother or your father curses, then you are a big dope. You are dopey. There are more people that curse than don't curse. You're going to tell me that LeBron James is not a role model because he drops an F-bomb? So the F what? You a sucker. Anybody who does that is a sucker for digging at him because of that. You a sucker. Look at the Yankees. Only 4 games in front of the Athletics for the wild card spot. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a big problem. You're a sucker. You're a phony. You're a fraud. You're weak. You're stupid. Let me tell you something. Your pastor, when he leaves that pulpit, you don't know what your pastor's doing. Your teacher, your son's first grade teacher. Oh, let me tell you something. I worked in that world. Oh yeah. I worked in that world. You don't want to know. You're self-righteous. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a waste. If you're going to sit here and denigrate a man who just opened a goddamn school in America where they tell you, this is it. This is all we can do for you. He opens a school in America and it gives kids scholarships and it takes care of families, provides jobs. And because he drops an F-bomb, he's not a role model? Your role model's role model curses. Yes, your role model's role model curses. I'm telling you now, I bet the Pope stumped his little toe. I bet the Pope stumped his little toe on the side of the bed and said, shit, I bet you he did that at least once. The Pope. I've seen some of the female teachers in the club back in the day. Totally different people. Hell yeah. A public school. Hell yeah. Please, people. Please, people. Please, people. Please. Don't talk to me crazy. I'm telling you, your pastor is at home cooking some chicken, fell asleep, chicken all burned up, and I bet you he said, shit! What do you think? You think everything is holy shnikes? No, it's holy shnikes in front of you. It's holy shnikes in front of you. People always tell me, Noel, if you want this show to be picked up by, a major sponsor or whatever like that, you might want to calm down on the cursing and da-da-da-da-this, da-da-da-da-da. Or when I go to a barbershop, it's a man's shop. That's a man's area. A woman walked in, you might want to calm down on the cursing. I do it out of respect. But this is who I am. I'm not making no apologies for who the fuck I am. This is me. I love this too. Because I do comedy. Noel, can you work clean? Hell yeah, I can work clean. I work clean every weekend. Every weekend when I'm at those basketball tournaments and I'm going in, I'm doing my thing, I work clean. You won't hear me curse. You won't hear me curse. Gary, you ready? My man Gary. Hope you're ready, Gary. Gary Callis, my man, he's in the building. Who is your sponsor today, Gary?
I got two.
We got two sponsors. Bud Light.
Four Loco.
Gary is down in Virginia. He's a Bears fan. He said some real dumb shit yesterday. So we're going to bring him back again today. Just because he said some dumb shit yesterday, we're going to bring him back again. He said the Bears are going to be second place in the NFC North. Boy, let me tell you.
Fact. That's complete facts. That's common knowledge. Everybody around the league know that the Bears got a wonderful team.
Yeah, okay. That team is a hot mess. They'll be in last place. You know it, and I know it. I can't wait. To see the season for the Bears.
Yeah, we're giving a sneak peek tomorrow if you want to watch the highlights.
Yeah, okay. Sneak peek. Okay, so today we're doing the AFC North. AFC North today. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Baltimore Ravens, who else?
The Baltimore Ravens, Cincinnati Bengals,
and the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns.
Browns. Okay, so let's talk about it. Who is the fourth place team in the AFC North this year? Fourth place team in their record.
I think it's gonna be always the Cleveland Browns, no matter what they do, because of the fact that these last couple of days they've been having like wholesale trades, like not even like what they traded Coleman for a seventh.
Yep.
Like, I mean, you couldn't get a fifth or fourth. I mean, the guy's just was 2 years. He's still talented.
And he just had a receiver get caught with weed.
Yeah, they probably missing.
They got Callaway. Callaway got caught with
Callaway
on a team with Josh Gordon.
Right. And he got guns. Guns too, like shells, guns, scrappings or something was in there too. Yeah, they saying that guns was in there too.
Okay,
some sort of.
Let's start with their record. What do you think their record is?
All right. I mean, they're gonna fight. I think a lot of their games gonna be close, but I still think they're probably like 5-11.
Okay, I could go with that. I agree with that.
But I do think they drafted.
That's an improvement.
Right. They actually putting together pieces But it just seems like they keep subtracting pieces where they're gonna have to replace them again. So it's like they running in place almost to me.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. I'm not a believer in Baker Mayfield. Sorry,
Right.
I'm not a believer in him. I think he is one of those dudes. He just strikes me as one of those dudes who try to fit in with black people too tough instead of being
Right.
himself.
Right. Right.
He comes from
Right.
influence. He comes from money.
Right.
So he ain't gonna fool
Right.
you with all that bullshit. And Tyrod Taylor, if they don't start Tyrod Taylor, they just screwed up in a major way.
So that's why I get confused at, because you do get Taylor, but then you go get Baker Mayfield.
You do gotta prepare for your future now.
No, I understand that, but it's like I was just wondering why they didn't go to Saquon Barkley route.
Because
I understand they picked up the running back
did they get
from
Chubb?
the 49ers. Yeah, they did get the Chubbs,
Yeah, they
which
got
is a
Chubb.
bruiser.
Oh, Chubb is
Yeah, but I mean, like, you don't know that what identity, because I thought Hugh Jackson like to kind of spread it out a little bit.
I agree with you though. Like they had two of the first 5 picks. They could have got Barkley and Mayfield.
Right. I mean, I don't think nobody is looking for Mayfield in that
Nobody's
them
looking for
couple
Mayfield
picks.
at that 10 points in time in the draft.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think they need a game. Like, I like Chubbs, but I mean, I just think you need a game changer, somebody to take the pressure off the quarterback, because it's like now you're talking about you're gonna have to kind of dink and dunk down the field. You're gonna have to play perfect football now, and that's not what you want to do.
Well,
you don't want to. You want to be explosive.
Well, they can.
You know?
They have the potential to be explosive with Tyrod Taylor because they can run that zone read RPO system with Tyrod Taylor. They have enough on the outside. If Josh Gordon ain't,
I thought they looking to trade Josh Gordon.
Is he in a rehab? Where the hell's Josh Gordon?
They looking to trade him.
For who?
That I don't know.
Okay.
Like, that's the thing. Like,
so
you do
think he's too goddamn good to play there. Des, nobody's knocking on your door, Des Bryant. Nobody's knocking on your door, Des Bryant. Take your ass to Cleveland.
Like the crazy part is that they look like they want this bad because they clearing out people for him.
No, I don't think.
Like to make.
I don't think they clear out Coleman for him though. I don't think.
Okay, so is that because you think they believed in Callaway?
I think they believe in Callaway. They believed in Callaway until he gets caught with this bullshit. And I think they think Josh Gordon is going to play. Now you're telling me they're going to trade him.
Yeah, that they looking to trade him. But then you got to think too. They did get Jarvis Landry, but I thought Jarvis Landry is a glorified slot. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. They got Landry. They picked up somebody else too.
You talking about on the offensive end?
Yes.
You talking about receiver or running back?
Receiver.
Because they got the running back from Ohio State.
Yes, the boy from San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco running.
Hyde.
Yeah, Hyde. Which I mean, he's definitely a serviceable running back. But
he
like
hurt.
I said, with that kind of team, I just feel like you need a person that can take it to the house. You need playmakers.
You believe in Hugh Jackson?
I did. I don't know if Hugh Jackson has power over there or not. I don't know if they I'm confused. Maybe Hugh Jackson like accurate quarterbacks. I mean, maybe that's what he value over anything. I don't know.
Everybody likes an accurate quarterback.
Okay. So is that what Mayfield projects to be?
Here's what happens with coaches like him. And this is the same thing that happened with Marvin Lewis. That's happening with Marvin Lewis. When you hire coaches like Hugh Jackson, Marvin Lewis, Mike McCarthy, they stay a long time because they're working for a very low salary.
Got you. I see what you're saying.
So,
I see what you're saying.
like Marvin Lewis, if Marvin Lewis was with the Giants, he'd have been gone a long time ago.
Got
But
you.
because he's only making $2 million a year,
Right.
ain't nobody taking on $2 million a year to go run no goddamn football team.
Right.
So,
Especially if you got some playoff experience.
And he got some playoff experience.
Yeah.
That's
They do get there.
We'll talk about Cincinnati in a second.
Okay, yeah.
But
I got a surprise for you on this one too.
you got the Browns at 5-11.
5-11.
I got the Browns at 5-11. I got them getting better. I hate the
Right.
fact that their O-tackle retired.
Yeah, that see, that's another reason. Like, I mean, it's like, man, they got blindsided on that one. I'm sure, but
I hate that happened.
Yeah, I agree. So that puts them back there in the basement. But again, their defense is building up slowly. I hope they hit on their cornerback that they drafted.
Oh yes, Denzel Ward. That's the other thing. Like,
yeah,
why?
yeah. See, that's
why. What did he do?
it's.
And then, let's talk about Ohio State corners. They don't pay out.
They don't. You remember Sean Springs, right?
Sean Springs.
Yeah.
How about your boy Apple?
Yeah, Apple. Yeah, he's been pretty bad. Yeah,
and they took him what? Second, third, fourth.
They took him high.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So did he freeze?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you got that 5-11. Who's the third place team in the AFC North? Third place.
I'm gonna catch a lot of flack. I really think, and that's pun intended. But I'm gonna catch a lot of flack. But the Baltimore Ravens gonna be third in their division. They're gonna be very competitive.
Hold on. I agree with you, my brother. We finally agree.
I don't think you got your number one team gonna be like my number one team.
Okay, let's talk about the Ravens first.
All right, the Ravens. They getting older. They're trying to replace parts. I like their line. I like their line they building up. I'm not too sure about Brown. Is that the reincarnation of the older Brown that threw the flag and took the ref threw the flag and took the eye out? Is that his son from Oklahoma?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's something to look into because
you about Lomas Brown?
Yeah, I think something like that. I think his name was something.
I'm not sure. I'll find out though.
Yeah, he definitely. What's your name? He got drafted by Oklahoma. I like the tight end that they drafted out of South Carolina. What's his name?
They picked up the only wide receiver to get robbed on the field twice. They picked him up.
Right.
Michael Crabtree. He got robbed on the field twice.
Right. He's an excellent blocker, excellent route runner. He got good hands. I mean, he got good hands.
Michael Crabtree can play.
He can play. He's more than a serviceable receiver. He's a really good receiver that just don't have the breakaway speed.
Look, Mookie Thompson just said yes. That's Lomas Brown's son.
Okay, Lomas, that's him.
Okay,
that's him. I remember that incident.
Lomas Brown's son is anything like his daddy, because his daddy was a dog.
Yeah, he was definitely, and they gambled on him too. That was bloodline, right there. I think that was a bloodline pick.
But I think Rashad Perriman is gonna have a big year with Crabtree there.
The one that dropped the ball
again. Have a big year. I mean,
he dropped the ball. He's nothing like his father.
Now I'm not talking about Lomas Brown. I'm talking about Rashad Perriman.
No, I'm talking about Perriman. His father played for Detroit back in the day.
Oh, that's his son? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's his son.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he's been hurt. But he's gotten it. He done worked himself back on the field. He played a preseason game last week against us, but he dropped the ball and we picked it off. So I mean, I guess he just he's getting back in the shape.
Okay.
So
I like their receiving core, believe it or not. They have Crabtree. They have John Brown, if John Brown can stay healthy. They have Willie Snead, and Brashard,
hello.
Chris Moore, and Brashard Perriman. They have something cooking there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they like I said, they not bad. They Baltimore. They got a championship coaching staff, so they gonna know how to play. You know, I mean, the defense still
Well,
gonna be rock solid,
well,
but
that's the
they
issue right
third
now
place.
because they put pressure on Harbaugh to win. Harbaugh got to win, or he's out of here.
Yeah, they definitely gonna get rid of him.
What do you
They
think
definitely gonna
of
get rid of him.
Lamar Jackson?
I think he's gonna turn into something. He's gonna be a great quarterback.
I think he
I
is
mean, he
too.
got the talent. He just gotta work. Gotcha. He gotta work and learn the game. He's gonna have to sit underneath behind them boys for a year or two. Learn the game. They're gonna slowly bring that RPO offense, and he's gonna dominate.
Yep. And Joe Flacco is a bum. I'm sorry. He's terrible.
You not a fan of Flacco?
No, hell no. And that's why they gave him all he got their receivers. He got no excuse. Last year he had an excuse. He had nobody. He got some receivers now. I don't want to hear shit.
Listen, let me tell you something. The fans and everybody is talking right now. They really, really want this guy Lamar Jackson in there. Like that's that's hard for a GM when his jersey's gonna sell out. He's just like
Wait,
that.
they're not gonna get rid of him until maybe until maybe next year. See, the thing is, Flacco's number on the books is crazy.
Right. They did pay him.
Here come Bates. I knew somebody was gonna mention it. And here he is. Get rid of Flacco and go with RGD. RGD is terrible. He is great in a goddamn exhibition game. Please, RGD needs to get rid of his ego. His ego is too big. He thinks his shit don't stink.
Right. I agree with you on that one.
Plus, his hairstyle is the absolute worst. His hairstyle is the absolute worst. He needs to fall all the way back. He's going to be a career backup from now on.
Yeah, and that's he's struggling to be that in Baltimore.
Well, Mason played okay in the first game of the Hall of Fame game. Mason played okay. So now he thinks RGD needs to be a starter. Hell to the no. We did that experiment already.
Yeah, it depends on the coach and offense.
Okay, so
they got a younger one in Lamar Jackson.
They got a better person in Lamar Jackson. They got a better person. So being that he's a better person, people will help him. See, RGD was such a piece of shit that nobody wanted to help him. Listen, RGD had linemen saying, fuck it, go get him. In the middle of the game, fuck it, go get him.
Isn't that because of his interview skills?
No, because he's an asshole.
Yeah, he was an asshole in the interview.
And he got too buddy with the owner.
Yeah.
But they didn't trust him in the locker room.
He said Lamar isn't accurate. They need Flacco to play so Lamar can develop.
Yes, I agree.
We just said that.
I agree, but that comes with work. That man works.
He's gonna put in the work.
Lamar Jackson.
He got an NFL body. To me,
he's coming from the NFL system too. That's the other thing.
Yeah,
he's coming from the NFL pro system, so he's already acclimated to this shit. He just needs some time. Sometimes when you go from high school to college and college to NFL, the only difference is the speed of the game. Once he slows the game down, you're going to see Lamar Jackson take off.
Right. And that'll happen soon because I think he's definitely putting in the work. The coaching staff behind the scene got they what they call them in-game, what they call them what they call the coaches that watch tape all the time. They gave him a special name, game coordinator or something. What they call them?
Film coordinator.
Yeah, something they call him. I forgot. I'm at a loss right now, but They definitely gonna work with him behind the scene. He
You
got
gotta
the
work with him
playbook.
because you gotta get Flacco's contract off your books. You gotta work with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And know what's bad? If Flacco
What?
goes, Harbaugh goes.
Yeah, they married.
They're
I agree
married.
with you.
They're married. They're gonna go together.
At least they got a Super Bowl. You know, I mean, you can't ask for nothing much more. Flacco got paid good.
But I think
Harbaugh
Harbaugh will
got
find a
caught.
job tomorrow.
Yeah, he would
He's gonna
definitely,
find a job
definitely.
tomorrow.
It's a bunch of teams. You know, he could go to Dallas.
Yeah, because
There's a couple of
we
teams.
ain't talking about Dallas yet. 'Cause I'm not tired of the Jason Garrett show. But we ain't up to that yet.
All right.
What question?
Okay.
Why did Patino let Lamar throw the ball in the pocket? How come he never averaged more than 15 passes a game? I don't believe that to be true. I think Lamar made a concerted effort to show the NFL that he could throw from the pocket. I think that's was more on Lamar than it was Petrino.
That and the fact that a lot of times they was blowing people out,
Yes.
so it ain't take nothing but a couple of
Yeah.
passes,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know. So he didn't have you couldn't evaluate him like in those different things because I mean he was either gonna take off. And when he went to take off, he more so looked to pass when he was when he was moving around a lot of times too. So he fired a lot of balls like on the move.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And when you blowing teams out, you don't continue to throw the ball, and you don't continue to leave your number one quarterback out there on the field when you blowing teams out. You just don't do that. Or when you get smoked, you get smoked. You ain't leaving Lamar Jackson out there in the field where everybody knows he's going to throw the ball and then pick their ears back, and guess what? They're coming. They're coming.
Yeah, they come in. I mean, and Mookie, I mean, you got to understand that you're talking about a guy who chose to come back to school after winning the
Yeah.
Heisman,
Yeah.
if I'm not
Says a
mistaken.
lot about him.
So it says a lot about him. It means that he said to himself that it ain't about the money. It was about, learning the
Oh
game, getting an
shit!
additional year.
Oh shit! We got Steeler fans here. You about to piss them off too. What record?
Yep.
What record do you got the Ravens at?
The Ravens is going to be 7-9.
7-9. I got it at 6-10.
Okay. So that means the top two teams going to have extremely good records.
Okay. Okay. Who do you have as the third place team in the AFC North? Oh,
There you go, Dwayne. I think Dwayne.
It's about to get good.
I think.
Now, let me tell you
I
what
think.
this guy
I think
Dwayne
Dwayne.
Dwayne
I want to give us.
is a New York dude claiming Pittsburgh. Okay?
He said this dude got the Steelers second. I don't know how he knew that, but he read me. That must be that New York thing. He could hear it in my voice. Steelers definitely second.
You out your rabbit ass mind. How do you get the Steelers going to be a second? Now, let me tell you this. Mike Tomlin is an awful coach.
I've heard.
He is.
I've heard from his players.
I can almost see him being second place, but I don't see the talent. It's not second place talent. But go ahead. Let me see what you got to say.
Well, I mean, the fact that, all right, you still got the up in the air thing with Bell, right? Whether people like to believe it or not, that breaks up the chemistry a little bit because they not getting to work together as much as they should.
Bell held out for the past 3 years.
Yeah, but they okay. I mean, I think the chemistry be shot from the beginning.
Bell has held out the last 3 years. Bell always holds out. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. They're not going to pay Bell. They're scared to pay Bell. And you would be too if you had 2 weed suspensions. You had one where you was in a car with another running back. What's the kid name from New England?
Blunt.
They had so much weed in the car, they thought they was distributing this shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Listen, you tore your ACL. You blew out your ACL twice. Like,
yeah, but he still came back.
All that money.
Well, he still came back and didn't he have 100 reception or 1,000-yard reception and 1,000-yard rushing?
Yeah.
That's prestigious.
It is prestigious. It is prestigious. He's worth. He's worth. They offered him a lot of money.
They did.
They offered him
They
number
did.
one. He would have been the number one highest paid
But
running back.
how much was it? See, I think maybe his problem, and I could be wrong. His problem is that a lot of that contract won't guarantee. It sounds like it was probably
Okay,
front load.
why would you guarantee him, of all people, a guaranteed contract? All he gonna do is buy more weed.
Well, I mean, that's your running back,
Let
though.
me tell you this. I'm gonna make a prediction.
Okay.
Before Le'Veon Bell retires, he's gonna catch another a weed charge.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But we're gonna put that. You got that mark down.
We're gonna put that down.
I don't
He's gonna
think
catch
that
another
happens.
weed charge.
Yeah. I think he focused.
Jerome Warren brings up a good point too. He brings up a very good point. They don't have the money. They don't have the money.
Where's the money tied up at? Roethlisberger and Brown.
Roethlisberger, Brown tied up a lot of money.
Ain't they gonna get some money from the injury to the Shazer? Shazer, yeah.
Was he I don't think he was a top paid player.
Oh, he wasn't. He didn't make it there yet. He was on his way until he got hurt.
Rookie deal, I believe.
See, that's another thing about them deals, them rookie deals, man. Oh yeah, they did. They played that kid out of Stanford a lot of money. That right guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So their money's tied up in Lyman and Blunt.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like I said, they not bad, but I just think that a lot of, you got to think that Roethlisberger came in, lost a lot of weight. To me, that was the pressure of them drafting that rookie Mason Rudolph. I don't know
if Mason. That's a bad move by what's his name, Roethlisberger. The beauty of Roethlisberger is that he was so big he could play with people hanging all over him. He ain't gonna be able to lose all that weight and play the same way.
Yeah, but what he was doing is he was so big that he was getting his knees and stuff. He was getting those little nagging injuries like that.
Yeah, because that's how he plays. He plays where he likes the contact. He's okay with the contact.
I can't think of his name. He a right guard though, from Stanford.
Right guard.
That's getting paid a lot of money.
And then don't get it twisted. They got Juju Smith. They got rid of Martavius Bryant.
You mean Juju Schuster?
Yeah, Juju Schuster Smith, right?
Schuster. I forgot them guys with the hyphenated names.
Juju Smith Schuster.
Yeah, he's gonna be a breakout. That's another fantasy.
And listen, here's another guy you need to listen out for on that team. Guy named Eli Roth, slot receiver.
Yeah, the little short guy.
Yes. Look out for him. Ryan Shazier, Smiley Tyler.
But I mean, are you like me? I don't know about y'all. I'm a huge tight end guy with certain passing offense. When they got you remember back with Pittsburgh, they had what's that guy from Virginia?
He was a bum.
He was a bum, but he made timely plays.
Juju's a beast. Steelers State drafted great wide receivers.
They do. He's gonna be a fantasy stud. Not Vance McDonald. He was from Virginia.
I know who you talk about. He sucked.
He got it done though. He made big plays.
He was drafted by the Jets. No, not Jesse.
No, not Jesse James. I'm talking about back in the day.
Jesse James.
Yeah, he was from Virginia. He was the one they
get his name.
Is Heath Miller or somebody like that, I think.
Heath Miller, that's his name. Heath Miller.
Yeah, that's his name. Heath Miller. Heath Miller was a good guy.
What did they do defensively? Because they're still
they still don't they got
defensively, and your boy what's his name is awful.
But then they get that corner from ain't he still on the team? The cornerback from Florida. What's his the little the light skinned guy. He
Oh yeah,
came from
yeah,
the
yeah,
Browns.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So I thought they got they corners together.
Yeah, but they still have big lugs that play up front who they have no pass rush. They have no
Right.
pass rush. Absolutely none. If
So
you
you're
don't
not
have
a
a
fan
pass
of.
rush in today's NFL, you are dead.
So you're not a fan of Bud Dupree.
Who?
Bud Dupree.
Bud Dupree. I don't even know who he
Yeah.
is.
So you're not a fan of his.
Not at all.
They drafted him a couple of years back out of Kentucky. He's a speedy guy. They got the guy on the
I
other
like
side.
Hayden. I do like Hayden, but Hayden's a little bit older.
Yeah, they paid Cleveland paid him a lot of money before he got traded too.
Yeah, he's a little
So
older.
who their best line? Oh yeah, Shazer. Yeah, Shazer gone. Like they gotta fill that void. Shazer made up a lot of plays in the middle.
Now,
Um,
your boy Tomlin is horrible. Listen, he blew the Jacksonville Jaguar game for him, and he blew the New England Patriot game for him. How do you have
oh
a
yeah,
2-point
good point,
conversion,
Jerome.
and you got Grunt lined up on the outside, and you play him one-on-one with a 2? They need the 2 points to tie.
Yeah. Yeah, TJ Watt is another guy.
TJ Watt can play, but TJ Watt is just like his brother. He's always hurt.
Yeah, he's light, and they got him inside trying to
He
blitz
like the
every
Bears.
time. Nigga.
And they play
Yeah,
3-4.
yeah, that 3-4, you need to be monstrous,
Yeah,
especially
he's
up
an
that
outside
middle.
linebacker. They'll stand him up, but he needs to be like you need to be a tough guy out there. You need to be a bigger guy.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta. So basically, you're saying that he need to juice up like.
I ain't saying nothing about juice. But
Juice up.
your boy Tomlin is disgusting. The fourth down plays, he's bad. He's not good. And then he got rid of what's name too, which I think is a big mistake. They got rid of Haley. Todd Haley.
Who, Haley?
Todd
Oh
Haley.
yeah. Well, him and Ben could get along.
Well,
like,
listen, fuck Ben. Ben's had his best years with him.
well, Ben best years was with the guy that used to coach the Cardinals.
Arians.
Yeah.
But guess what? He ain't have too much of a fall off with Todd Haley either.
Well, he don't like the dink and dunk. You remember Arians is he'll go deep on you.
Here, Jerome Moore talk about different defense this season, different approach. What defense? Listen. Tomlin is a 3-4 guy. They're gonna run that 3-4. They're not gonna do anything else. What are they gonna do? What's gonna be different?
So you agree with me then? So it sounds like you got the same number 2 as I got.
No, I don't have the same number 2 as you got because I think you're out of your mind.
How in the world?
Brown and Bell, okay, with Juju Smith who's gonna have he's gonna be the breakout this year.
So you basically saying they're gonna outscore everybody because we just talked about how
Haley is a certified asshole. That is a fact.
Then we just talk about the fact that with that defense, they're not going to contend.
Okay, who is in their division? This is why I say you're drunk and you're high. I'm
listen.
Your ass.
Listen, I'm giving you anybody that's looking at this is saying that I'm giving certified facts. They draft. Listen, Steelers supposed to be a defensive-minded team. They are called Blitzburg. They don't blitz no more.
They haven't been a defensive-minded team in years. You're not
in
asking
years.
the question. Who's in
Hold on. I'm about that.
The Browns, right? They're gonna play the Browns.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
That one more thing, real quick, and then you had the floor. They have drafted. You don't even know who Bud Dupree is, so that lets you know how talented he is. And they drafted Jarvis Jones, who stunk too. Do you remember him?
Yes,
no.
Jarvis Jones
from Georgia, right?
Yes.
And he didn't show up.
Okay.
It's like, so who coming off the? You cannot keep going to get what's the dude that keep getting fired?
You can't put 4-3 defensive ends. If they're 4-3 defensive ends, and all of a sudden make them a 3 technique, you can't
The
do that.
Bengals
And that's what
they
they've
have
been doing.
beefed up their line.
They've been taking 4-3 defensive ends and trying to make them 3 technique tackles.
Yeah, I get what you're
Or
saying. Good
outside
point.
linebackers.
Good
They're
point.
trying to stand them
Good
up and making
point.
them outside linebackers. But
Right.
you can't do that. So
Unless they got big frames.
exactly.
I agree.
Or they carry that kind of weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
You could take. Could you imagine taking somebody like Von Miller
Right.
and making him a 3-tech tackle? It'll never happen. He get killed in there.
Right. Because his big thing is speed and his technique.
That's his thing. Right. So they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. So now, back to my original question.
Calm down.
Because you got them at second place.
Yeah.
They play the Browns. How many times are they going to beat the Browns?
Twice.
Oh, okay.
Twice. Even though the Browns play them tough, though. But they're going to beat the Browns twice.
They play the Ravens. How many times are they going to beat the Ravens?
They always got to split with the Ravens, or the Ravens going to sweep them.
They split with the Ravens last year.
I said the Ravens going to sweep them.
The Ravens are going to sweep them? This motherfucker crazy. Okay, let's move on. What's the record you got for that? What's the record for the Steelers? Can you hear me? Oh, he froze up. He got the record. What's the Steelers' record? I need him back here. He's out of his fucking mind because his second place team in this division will definitely be the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, I got a kid that plays for Cincinnati, and I happen to love this kid. Vinny Ray, I love Vinny Ray. That's my guy. Okay, Gary, let me get Gary back in here. Gary's Wi-Fi had a goddamn.
I got a phone. I had got a phone call.
You gotta ignore those phone calls. You on here with me?
Yeah, I gotta. When they come on, I'm gonna send it to voicemail from now on, cause that really messed up my mojo. We got past the Steelers.
What is the record for the Pittsburgh Steelers? What record do you have for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
9-7. They flip flopping with the Ravens.
You are smoking. I got the Cincinnati Bengals as the second place team, and I'm gonna tell you why. I got the second place team, and I got the second place team also at. No, I got the second place team at 8-8. Now, I got a kid that plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. So I love this is no shade or nothing like that. Here's what people don't understand about the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals are just as cheap as the Chicago Bears. So they'll take anybody who got issues and give them a bunch of incentive-laden contracts, knowing half them players ain't going to meet those goddamn incentives. Burfict is an asshole. Adam Jones is fighting with a motherfucker in the goddamn airport. What is wrong with Adam Jones? Okay?
Yeah, Adam is crazy.
Vinny Ray is a great guy. Great kid. One of the best. I'm trying to get him on here. I don't think he does too many interviews because he's also a very quiet dude. But I'm going to try to get him on here so people can see how good a man this dude is. Okay? But I don't believe in the quarterback. I still don't believe in the quarterback. I think the quarterback is king check down. He's the check down king. Okay? He's average at best. Average.
You see me over here quiet. I'm astonished that you killing these guys like this, but you got them in second place.
Tyler Eifert coming back?
So you want me to go ahead, since we all know that my number one is the Bengals? All right, so these are the things you named are the things that gonna make them number one. They're the most seasoned offense. Their biggest problem last year, like I think one of the guys alluded to, was that they didn't have an offensive line. They fixed that.
What they fix it with?
They drafted a good center in Price, who should be a good center, like to replace the guy that they had last year, who was a bum. He just was strong. They got two good guards. They picked up the guy from Buffalo, Cordy Glenn, who's going to be a tackle. So that line is going to be good. And you got to remember they got a stud wide receiver, and they got a good running back in Joe Mixon, a really good running back in Joe Mixon.
They don't give him the ball.
They couldn't give him the ball last year. That's what I'm saying. That's why they went and upgraded that line.
Listen,
they got a good.
As soon as they got rid of Andrew Whitworth, that was a big mistake.
That's not a big mistake. They get Cordy Glenn. Glenn is not bad.
But you got rid of Andrew Whitworth last year. Cordy Glenn is okay. Let's not act like Cordy Glenn is great. What about Tyler Eifert? Is he going to play?
He'll play. He's all right.
He's all right.
You know, that's the part of the business. But when he play, he gonna play, and this might be that year. You know, you can't knock his talent. You know, when he on the field, he produces. The only thing we could do is go by what he does when he on the field.
If he can play a whole season, he'll be great. But here's the problem.
Go ahead.
Here's the problem. Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton is a problem because that line was a problem.
He won't push the ball. He got one of the best receivers in the league. He won't push the ball down the field.
Why wouldn't he push it? That's all he throw is up in the air to him down the field.
How many times a game?
I mean, you want him to keep throwing up the ball. Just like they got to establish something besides pitch and catch. It doesn't work against the best teams, and once you get to the playoffs, it works during the season, but it doesn't work against teams in the playoffs because they prepare for it.
Okay, so I do like them defensively. I think the secondary is.
You saying Ross was terrible because Ross. Yeah, that was last year. He was a rookie. Some people don't break on the scene right away.
Listen to me. Ross is 140 pounds.
Yeah, he's
140 pounds. You know who he reminds me of? Of the dude that was with the Rams that just got traded. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, the wide receiver. I know you're talking about.
West Virginia.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He reminds me of him.
I forgot who he got traded to.
Unfortunately, the Cowboys, I think.
Okay. All right.
He reminds me of him. He's a gimmicky player, like Victor just said. He's a gimmick player. He reverses.
Hey, Victor.
Austin, that's it. Austin.
Victor.
Tavon Austin.
Victor. You're talking to a certain. You're talking to a genius. You're talking to a genius. Victor, stop trying to steal the show. You're talking to a genius over here. I'm letting you know what I got coming down the pipe. If you wanna submit your picks to Noel's beat Noel's or beat me, then you do that. But don't come on here trying to.
As long as you got the Bears in second place, I'm already beating your ass.
Listen, everybody's looking at this and saying like this guy is intelligent. He's making sure that he's giving us thorough information on teams. Like I'm helping y'all out.
Yo, listen to me.
But these guys that's in the fantasy leagues.
Listen to me. You think Ross is gonna have a good season?
I didn't say he was. Listen, I just think he's like they got weapons. With the line, weapons is top.
Okay. Outside of Mixon, Green, and Eifert. Out of those three guys, tell me another weapon that they have. Can you hear me? This motherfucking phone must have rang again. Outside of AJ Green, Mixon, and Eifert, tell me another weapon that they have.
All right. So you're not a big fan of the other guy that they drafted from Pittsburgh.
Who?
Um,
Tell me who?
the guy Boyd.
Boyd.
Yeah,
Oh,
Boyd.
Tyler Boyd.
Yeah,
Tyler Boyd. He played in Pittsburgh, right?
right.
Pittsburgh
The way
University.
the University of Pittsburgh.
Okay, let me tell you something. Larry Fitzgerald is the only and the last receiver that will ever come from that school. Okay, so please, don't bring you
Listen,
on because you make him look like a genius.
Victor, you've been hating, man,
Okay,
and
who
I
else?
apologize.
Who else? Tell me who else.
All right, so they got you talking about receiver wise?
Any weapon. Give me a weapon that Cincinnati
Oh,
has.
they got Joe Mixon. They still got Giovanni Bernard. So those are weapons right
I
there
like
with the
Giovanni Bernard. I like him a lot.
with the line that they got. They got what's your name on the outside, which is a
They got
certified.
Cordy. They got Cordy. What's his name? Cordy Glenn. Okay.
Yeah, that he replaces Whitmore.
Finally.
Like the line is a lot better, I'm telling you, because they got bookend guards. They got a new center now, which in Price, who's going to be really good. And then I mean, the right tackle ain't that bad.
So how many games you got them winning?
They're gonna win 12 games.
What?
12 games.
They're gonna win 12 games, and Pittsburgh's only gonna win 9.
Yeah, Pittsburgh gonna struggle.
Whoa, you are.
You got to think
Wow.
Pittsburgh got a new system too.
They need a new coach, so I'm not bothered by that.
I mean, that might be the end for Tomlin. You know, like this season when they go 9-7.
Tomlin needs to go. Tomlin is horrible, bro. His in-game management is he is the reason they lost to the Jaguars. He is the reason they lost to the New England Patriots.
Craig just popped up.
Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, I got the Cincinnati Bengals at 8-8. And this
So
is
that
Marvin
whole
Lewis
division is going.
This is Marvin Lewis last year. They're done with him.
I think that team is going to be a lot. The team is going to be a lot more explosive on offense than they've been.
They have Andy Dalton. You keep saying that. They have Andy Dalton.
Listen, just because you don't like Andy Dalton don't mean he's not a serviceable NFL quarterback.
Who's better?
I mean,
who's better, Andy Dalton or?
You already know the answer to that one.
Let me ask you a question: Andy Dalton or Kirk Cousins?
Andy Dalton.
Oh, this motherfucker's crazy. Who's better, Andy Dalton or the kid that's in Denver now?
You talk about
the quarterback in Denver.
They traded.
Who's with Minnesota?
They traded. You talk about what's that guy name? He had that good year, one good year. God, I forgot his name. He threw, yeah. I think Andy Dalton is way better.
You're wild. You're bugging.
Andy Dalton has made, like, all he's done is made the playoffs since he's been in the league.
Oh, Andy Dalton?
Yeah.
No, he has not. Andy
They
Dalton
have lost. Hurt. They've lost, but he usually makes the playoffs. You haven't seen this?
How many wins they got?
12.
How many playoff wins do they have?
Oh, 0. I don't think they won a playoff game yet.
So you just playing an extra game for nothing. Just playing an extra game, fuck it.
That's basically what they do. I mean, I don't know why they don't do like, Browns do every year and build up their team.
Let me tell you something. If this team don't make the playoffs, Marvin Lewis and Dalton are done in Cincinnati. Along with Burfict, the only guy who will be there is my man Vinny Ray.
You like Vinny Ray?
I coach Vinny Ray.
Okay. I know Vinny Ray from just reviewing the games and the roster.
He's the real deal. He's the undersized middle backer. He go get it done. And he's a good God-fearing man.
Yeah, yeah. What's his number again? 58?
53, I want to say.
3.
Oh, no, 57.
57. Okay. 53, 58 was Malamula, I
57.
think. But listen, that team is gonna be sneaky good.
Craig says if they go 10-6 and miss the playoffs, they will both stay. No, I don't think it's enough this time.
Hey Jerome, I understand you're a Pittsburgh fan, but and it's hard to go with Cincinnati on this one. But you have to go ahead and pack it in and realize that Pittsburgh days is numbered.
Okay, so you're going to tell me that Pittsburgh is going to lose a game to Cincinnati?
Yeah, they might get swept by Cincinnati.
Oh my goodness. Yo, you are funny, man. You are funny. Well,
What?
you know
I'm
what?
just
I gotta listen to you on that because Mike Tomlin, I've lost all faith in him.
yeah. And they got a new offense for another year. They got a new offensive coordinator.
Who?
Didn't Todd Haley leave?
Todd Haley's in Cleveland right now.
Right. So that's another year with another offense that they got to
Well, he
learn.
was there for 4 years. Let's not act like he hasn't been there.
Right, but he's not there now.
Okay.
Before that he had to learn they had Arians offense.
Who's
You see what I'm
Pittsburgh's
saying?
offensive
So
coordinator now?
I don't know their offensive coordinator now. I hadn't
Find out.
looked at them on training camp yet.
Let me find out. Pittsburgh's OC.
I just remember what they did. I mean I like what like I just like their defense just ain't strong enough like it used to be. Pass rush ain't there. It's just not scaring no teams no more. They could outscore you. You know, that's probably about it.
Who can outscore you?
Pittsburgh, if those playmakers,
I agree with that. I agree with that. But they
Antonio
got very
Brown,
good weapons. They don't have.
Antonio Brown
They got weapons
himself.
where they can go out and score over 30 every week.
Yeah, and that's what they're gonna have to do, even though they got this new offense. But I think the offense bogs down when they play a team that can score with them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Because it's like, what do you do next?
Offensive coordinator. Pittsburgh's offensive coordinator. Randy Fichtner. I don't know who the hell he is.
What's his name?
Randy Fichtner.
Fister, yeah. He probably try to pull somebody from in-house
Yeah,
so they can keep the offense the same.
This is somebody Ben
So,
Roethlisberger gets along with.
right. So that basically what they're saying is Ben Roethlisberger knows the offense already. So they just need somebody that's to coordinate the offense, and then Ben gonna call what he wanted the line.
Damn. Stowers just said since he going 0-20, including the preseason. Damn.
Yeah, well we know not to listen to him because that's impossible. You know, if you think they go 0-20, not with that team. Listen, all I'm here for is to give facts. I try to give y'all good fantasy tips. If y'all want to pick teams this year in y'all pools, y'all can choose these teams.
Okay.
Any way y'all want them.
Give me the best fantasy player for the Cincinnati Bengals.
You know, people would say they're gonna say Green, but Green is not the best fantasy pick because he gets terrible during the end of the year. He probably give you a good
Always
game
tails
here and
off.
there. Yeah, he tails
And
off.
that tails off
Mixon,
happens when you are in your playoffs.
right, and it hurts you. Mixon to me is gonna be the best choice because he's gonna I'm gonna keep on emphasizing this to you. They have a better offense line. So that means they're going to be able to run the ball this year. So Mixon is your top stud this year.
Okay. I got the Steelers at 12-4 in first place in this division. Who is the best fantasy player on the Steelers?
The best fantasy player on the Steelers is always Antonio Brown. If you want to go next, I think it's JJ Juju Schuster Smith.
Okay. Best fantasy player on the Ravens.
The Ravens is gonna. I would look at Hurst, the guy from South Carolina, the tight end, and you got Crabtree. Crabtree give you a little something, but I mean,
You got Joe
it's
Flacco
really tough.
throwing the ball.
You might could get something from one of those running backs. You got to see which one is play hot, but I definitely Hurst, the tight end from South Carolina.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Nobody knows a lot about him. That's a good pick. Best
Yeah, I
fantasy
always
player.
listen, man. I'm a guru. Well, excuse me, not say guru because my boy used to use that word, but I'm a fantasy stud.
Okay, best fantasy player for the Browns.
For the Browns, they actually got a couple. They actually got a
Give me
couple. That's
one,
what
the
makes
best
them
one.
scared. The best one. Wow, yeah, that's a good one. All right, I'm gonna go with
Chubb.
Yeah, I was thinking Chubbs, but I would say it's gonna be what's the other receiver? Jarvis Landry. I'll
Jarvis
go with
Landry.
Jarvis Landry.
Let's
He's
go
gonna
through,
be the quick
let's go
release
through
guy.
all the teams we've covered so far. All the teams we've covered so far. Best fantasy player for the Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings, I think it's gonna be a toss up. They tied up. You can't go wrong with either one. Dalvin Cook and Steven Diggs.
Dalvin Cook's a monster. Steven Diggs just got paid. I'm going to say Dalvin Cook. Best
Okay.
fantasy player for the Bears.
The Bears, I'm not letting nobody know this one because they're gonna rate my team. Now, Anthony Miller.
You keep saying this kid. Let me tell you something. You keep talking about this kid, Anthony Miller. He better be nice while I'm talking shit.
Listen,
I'll tell you right
man, that guy, man, listen. I hope nobody's paying attention that's in the league with me. Please leave my boy alone, cause I don't need nobody taking my place.
Listen, I'm going to draft his ass just because you're saying this shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Best fantasy player for Green Bay.
Oh, I can't stand them guys. Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Best fantasy player for the Detroit Lions.
Matthew Stafford.
Facts. Best fantasy player from the New Orleans Saints.
Man, it's always Drew Brees because Drew Brees will win you a chip. But I'm gonna go with that wide receiver Michael Thomas or Marcus Thomas, whatever his name is.
Let me tell you something. With Kamara back there, Michael Thomas, Drew Brees is gonna go fucking crazy.
He gonna go crazy. He is. I know it's always Drew Brees, but I had to give people a couple of bonuses.
He's gonna go crazy. He'll go for 5,000, 35, 40 touchdowns. Watch.
He's. I mean, you listen. Is no championship team complete without a Drew Brees.
Watch. He's gonna go crazy this year.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons.
Everybody want me to say Julio, but he's scary. He's scary.
With Julio. I don't touch Julio with
at all.
I don't touch Julio at all.
Unreliable. He's definitely unreliable. If Matt Ryan could have a bounce back year, it'd be him or that running back. Not Telvin Coleman, but the other one, the one from the Poker Bean.
The Poker Bean Projects.
Yeah. He looked like he run for his homie fantasy team, like he want his homie to win every year. That's how hard he run the ball.
Carolina Panthers, best fantasy player.
Man, that Greg Olsen.
Wow.
Greg Olsen.
Wow.
I mean, Cam is good, but he's iffy sometimes. Greg Olsen.
Freeman's the running back from Atlanta.
Yeah, Freeman. That's what I'm talking about. Freeman from the Poker Bean.
Playing for his man's fantasy team.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man. Like they got in on.
McCaffrey is unreliable. I don't know what happened to him just now. McCaffrey is unreliable. I'm not putting my money on McCaffrey. Tampa Bay's best Tampa Bay's best fantasy player. I got the receiver, Michael. What's his name? His numbers are gonna take a dip though. What's his name? Michael. Mike. Big receiver. Stowers knows his name. What's his name? Stowers. Stowers. What's his name? I don't give a damn what year it is. He ain't a fantasy guy like that. He's not like that. He ain't even gonna be healthy the whole year. I don't want to wish Mike Evans. That's his name. I don't want to wish injury on the man, but he ain't gonna be healthy the whole goddamn year. I don't see McCaffrey's little ass making it through the whole year. Okay. Nigga, stop answering the phone. I told you. Who's the QB for Mike Evans? That's the question. Who is the running back for
Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay, I don't think Mike Evans is the number one guy.
Who do you think is the number one guy?
Mike Evans number one when they got Winston. Number one is that tight end out of Alabama.
I like him.
Yeah, he's gonna have a breakout year. He's now seasoned.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, he's now seasoned now. He's now seasoned. He's ready. He's OJ Howard. There you go. He's now ready. He's now ready. McCaffrey for
Christian McCaffrey's the same size as Kamara.
I don't know. Yeah, that I don't know. Maybe Kamara dreads or something make him look a lot bigger than what.
And all them nasty ass gold teeth in his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's the number one fantasy player from the Chargers?
The Chargers, your boy coming off an injury. Phillip Rivers gonna look at him a lot. The guy from the number one pick from Clemson. What's his name?
Receiver?
Yeah, the receiver. It's gonna be the running back, and it's two of them. But
Melvin Gordon is gonna have a crazy year.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon is a stud. He woke up. He had that bad first year, but after that, he act like he want to be there now.
Yeah, he got crazy.
So definitely. But you please, all right, I'll do this. Let me do this the right way. I apologize, sir. All right, the best, Melvin Gordon. The sleeper, Mike Williams. I had to give you two for that one.
Okay.
That's better. Is what's your name still healthy over there? I mean, not healthy, but you think he gonna come back? That one that run routes like no other, and for the Chargers, he keep getting hurt though.
Keenan, what's his name?
Keenan Allen, there you go.
Keenan
Man,
Allen?
that guy, man, he's a blessed receiver.
As soon as you breathe on him, he on the DL. Fuck out of here.
But tell the truth though, he's a blessed receiver though.
He plays 3 games a year.
Yeah, but he run routes like no other, man. He right there. That's who my boy run routes like.
Impress me by staying on the goddamn field. Okay?
That's true. Anthony Miller run routes like him.
Okay, listen, I'm telling you, this Anthony Miller better be nice.
I'm trying to put you down. All right, what's the next one?
Oakland Raiders. You gonna pick the wrong guy.
I got Carr. They gonna.
See, I knew you gonna pick the wrong guy. I'm telling you. Listen to me good. Your boy Martavius Bryant is gonna go off.
Did you not? You ain't heard the news?
What happened?
They beefing already. Him and the coach.
Who, Martavius Bryant and the coach?
Yeah, he said.
Okay. That's okay.
He said he don't know the plays. He like third on the depth chart.
That's okay. That's okay. You can't deny talent. You get that bitch on the field.
Okay.
Denver Broncos.
I agree, Craig. Denver. That's a hard one. Man, do they got anybody over there?
Yes,
go ahead. You take the one on me.
Gonna have a breakout year.
Another breakout year?
Because he was hurt last year.
Okay, so he coming back strong. All right, I mean,
Marshawn Lynch is their best fantasy player. He's sharing time now.
Marshawn Lynch could barely run the ball anymore. He ain't their best.
Now. He got another back there with him. What's his name? The other back that's there with him. I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't. You looking at Keenum? That's who their quarterback is, Case Keenum.
Keenum, that's his name.
Yeah. He's gonna with him throwing the ball. Which name ain't gonna do pretty much nothing
Let me tell you something.
over there.
Case Keenum is better than you think.
Okay.
He's better than you think. He's highly accurate. He is better than you think. Amari Cooper got the yips. He likes to drop the ball.
Yeah, he do.
Kansas
He
City
do.
Chiefs, best fantasy player.
They're running back. But they got what's that speedster?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that's it. Number 2.
Tyreek Hill. And
Yeah.
And what's the name? He puts up crazy numbers too. Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey I mean, man.
Kelsey puts up
Kelsey
crazy
can play.
numbers.
I thought Kelsey got hurt though, but yeah, he could play.
He did get hurt last year.
Yeah, that's
Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. Best fantasy
Arizona
player.
Cardinals. You know what? And you're gonna laugh at me on this one. I still think it's Fitzgerald. He's a safe. He gonna get you your safe. Playing that third. He playing in the slot now.
Fitzgerald's another receiver I do not touch in fantasy. I don't touch him, and I don't touch that goddamn Julio. I don't touch him.
They give you 10. They give you 10.
He don't give
12
you.
points.
He gives you inconsistency. That's what he gives you.
He don't drop the ball.
He's inconsistent in fantasy. He'll have a game where he'll have 7 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
David Johnson coming off an injury. I can't go with that. That's your guy.
No, that's the guy. Because you know why?
Okay.
They can handle the ball and they can throw it to him. He catches the ball in the backfield pretty good.
He did before his injury, but we don't know who he is
Your
now.
goddamn leg ain't got shit to do with your hands. That's why I hate when people be on the field, laying on the field with a broken hand. Bitch, get your ass off the field. Ain't nothing wrong with your goddamn legs. I hate that
There you
shit.
got, man.
Coach, my pinky broke. But you laying on the field? Bitch, get your ass up.
Listen, if you stand vertical, that pain shoot right through your body. You gotta lay down and let that shit go everywhere. Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying. All right, so you like Johnson.
Best fantasy player for the 49ers.
A lot of people think it's gonna be that running back, but I think it's gonna be Garoppolo. He's gonna make big plays.
Garoppolo is the real deal.
Yeah, because he gonna have like 300 yards, and he ain't gonna have no main target. He gonna be spreading the ball around.
Watch your boy Pierre Garçon have a resurrection.
Garçon could play.
Garçon gonna have a resurrection. Watch this.
Okay.
Seattle.
I like good one. Seattle, Russell Wilson. He's won plenty of chips from me. I hope people don't steal him this year, because he don't throw interceptions.
He sucks at fantasy. But go ahead.
He don't. He don't throw. He get hot all of a sudden somehow. He'll get on the hot streak.
I think I'm gonna say him because I think if Brandon Marshall got his act together, I think that helps Russell Wilson out a lot.
Yeah.
And last but not least, this is an easy one. Last but not least, LA Rams best fantasy player.
Good girl.
Girly went fucking crazy last year. That bitch had 3 weeks that was ridiculous.
And they was at the playoff time. Like, he wanted me to chip. Man, like,
that bitch had 3 weeks where he was scoring 40 goddamn points.
Yeah, that man is nice. That man is nice fantasy player.
I'm surprised that he's playing so well. Brandon Marshall's in Seattle, yes. I'm surprised
I wouldn't touch him though,
because he was always hurt in college.
He was, and I mean, he didn't he get a little nicked up in the NFL?
In the beginning, but I don't think he was hurt in the beginning. I thought the team sucked, so he sucked.
Yeah, he tried to get rid of Fisher, so he was like, he ain't gonna run me into the ground.
Yeah, Fisher. You know, Fisher will take a running back and run his ass into the ground.
Man, he ended so many running backs' career earlier than they needed to. Every year they be running like they body took like 2 years each year.
That's that Chicago Bears system. Chicago
Nah,
Bears
we
system.
man, I'm so glad we out of that system, man. We ain't got time for that ground and pound shit, man. I want to toss the ball around.
He had one freak injury in college. Okay, no, he was hurt more than once in college. I know he had the real bad, that freaky, nasty, bad injury, but he was hurt a lot in college. Hate to see if Gurley gets hurt for any amount of time. Okay, so again, it's my man Gary Callis. We did it again. AFC North. Let's review the AFC North. Gary's picks for the AFC North. They are outlandish and they are ridiculous, but these are his picks. Browns 5-11. The Ravens in third place at 7-9. He has the Steelers in second place at 9-7, and the Bengals in first place at 12-4. I have the Browns at 5-11, the Ravens at 6-10, the Cincinnati Bengals at 8-8, and the Steelers at 12-4. Those are my picks. Those are Gary's picks. So again, Gary, thank you for coming on. I'm gonna see you Monday.
Yeah, Monday I'll be here.
Monday,
I'll
guess
be
who we
ready.
doing first?
Who?
AFC
The East. I've been waiting on them.
AFC
I really
East,
want.
Monday. AFC East on Monday.
I'll see you Monday. Good show.
All right, man.
All right,
Thank you.
Craig. All right, Mookie. All right,
Thank you for
Victor
coming on,
Abdul. All right, peace.
Fucking Gary. Gary's fucking funny, dude. That slow southern drawl, and he always try to think outside the box. That's why he funny as hell to me. But those are Gary's picks. Okay? And Craig, you're right. Those are fantasy picks. Those are fantasies. Because there's no way Cincinnati's winning that division. No way. I wish I had my goddamn whistle. Okay, people? Again, thank you for coming on. Please like and share. Please like and share. Don't forget, Amityville, Boulder Back basketball tournament on Great Neck Road. Great Neck Road, Boulder Back Park, Boulder Back basketball tournament. That's this weekend. It's every weekend in Amityville. Okay? Also this weekend, please don't forget the Stop the Violence tournament. I will be there. I will also be in the Boulder Back tournament. I will be there. Okay? Early. Rain or shine. Rain or shine in Riverhead. Rain or shine. They have access to a gym. Rain or shine. This tournament will be going on in Riverhead. Stop the Violence tournament with Teresa Weatherspoon as a special guest, formerly of the New York Liberty. And me. I'll be out there. Also, don't forget www.busamove.com. www.busamove.com. Please don't forget them. Okay? Party bus for kids. Also, don't forget www.genesisfueloil.com. genesisfueloil.com. Please don't forget them. You need oil. You need AC service. And you better not be sitting in nobody's hot-ass house. Oh, yeah. My assistants are the best. My assistants are absolute best. Don't forget, the Long Island Red Devils will be at Cedar Creek Park in Seaford trying to go 4-0 against the 2-1. I believe they're 2-1 upstate Bears. The Bears from upstate, they're running their mouth and talking a lot of shit. My team is hanging up 40 points a game. We're at 44 points a game. Offense is clicking. We've only given up six a game. Okay, Long Island Red Devils, that's Saturday, 3:30. Saturday, 3:30 at Cedar Creek Park in Seaford, New York. Okay, also, don't forget www.shabue, basketball.com at 2 Vanderwater Street in Farmingdale, New York. Don't forget him. Go if your kids aspire to play basketball. This is his time of the year. Your kids aspire to play basketball. They need to get trained. Go see my man. He is a McDonald's nominee, McDonald's All-American nominee, junior college All-American, All Long Island, All State, all county, all league. He's done it all. 2 Vanderwater Street in Farmingdale. Shabu Mosley's training and conditioning program. www.shabue.com. And last but not least, please, 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 do not forget, if you are buying a house, go see my girl, Stacey Saunders, please. If you're buying a house, go see Stacey at Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated. What's up, Jamal? Intercontinental Capital Group Incorporated. Go check out Stacey, please. Her email is ssaunders@icghome.com. Okay, people? Enjoy your evening. Big Brother's coming on. I'm about to watch it with my daughter. I'll see you guys next week, Monday. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm sorry. I will see you Friday. We have a special Friday edition show. Julian Taylor, starting defensive tackle for the San Francisco 49ers, will be here Friday, the day after they play the Dallas Cowboys. The day after they play the Dallas Cowboys, Julian Taylor will be here 5 p.m. on Friday. Again, please be here. Please be here. Julian, watch and listen to the young stallion. He's such a good kid. Listen to the young stallion. He was a 7th round draft pick. 7th round draft pick. And now he's starting for the San Francisco 49ers. See you guys Friday, 5 p.m. Special Friday edition show. See you Friday 5 p.m. with Julian Taylor. Peace.